What is a ghost's favorite kind of makeup? Vanishing cream. My guest today is an entrepreneur, or should I say, entrepreneur, who is taking the world by storm in the new paranormal. Ladies and gentlemen, ghouls and goblins, please welcome Tyler the Makeup Artist. Tyler! I know you're a big scary movie fan, so let's begin with a scary movie lightning round. Favorite horror villain?
I think I would say probably Chucky. I think it's hilarious just seeing a possessed doll murdering people.
It won't be so hilarious when he's shoving his little rubber arm down your throat and pulling out your throat like he did in Cult of Chucky. Favorite horror remake?
Revamped version of the Halloween series.
Who is a final girl you relate to?
Yes, the final girl that I relate to actually ties in with my previous answer for Halloween is Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis. I think it's so brilliant how they tied in her previous character in the original series and then making her like the ultimate monster slayer of killing, of course, Michael Myers. It's genius. I love it.
What movie scared you the most as a kid?
Probably The Grudge, which is based off of the Ju-on series in Japan. If you've ever watched it, like it's scary. Like even I myself, I don't really get that scared that easy, but I'm like, holy crap, this it could be real, you know?
I know. What is scarier, supernatural movies or slasher films?
Supernatural movies. Supernatural movies are way scarier. I feel like it's just playing on that game of like it could be real versus like something like a slasher, which like there's a lot of, you know, blood and gore.
You're a makeup artist, a photographer,
Graphic designer,
a business owner.
entrepreneur,
Entrepreneur is the term we use around here.
former model. Now I'm getting into real estate. So
Oh,
that's
real estate.
another adventure that I have. Co-founder, because I co-founded a workshop as well with my best friend.
Uh-huh.
That'll be it. So roughly almost 8 titles.
How do you balance it all?
I myself to this day, I'm trying to figure out how do I balance my super busy, diverse life. But what I find is that if you know and confident in yourself and knowing that I can execute all these things that I just listed previously, photographer, owner, graphic designer, makeup artist, business owner, I find that it's just pretty much a lifestyle.
Death style. Ooh.
What I mean by lifestyle is that this is not for everybody. I feel like people who are entrepreneurs know the hustle and the grind to it, and you kind of have to give respect to that almost.
Where do you get your inspiration from?
A lot of my inspiration comes from things that I would want to see in the industry, things that I want to see done in magazines and photo shoots and videography and whatnot. So figuring out how can I create what I want to see and making it not only trend setting, but also like awe-inspiring. Like I want to have other people like, oh my God, like Tyler the makeup artist just did that. I want to do that now. Or something maybe along the lines of that nature. So being kind of like a trendsetter and trying to be almost truly unique to myself, my own personal brand, that's what I find is inspiring, if that makes sense. Actually, that sounds very conceited of me right there.
Conceited? No, not at all.
That's pretty much, that's the honesty right there.
How do you communicate what's in your head with your clients?
So how I translate my inspiration to others or like my idea process for gigs or photo shoots is I create mood boards. So
Ooh,
I'm
mood
famous for using
boards.
Canva, like things like of that nature, just to give them the whole idea and the aesthetic of what we're going for. I think that just helps. I feel like a lot of people in this industry are visual people. So if I'm not able to translate verbally or like showing with clothes or outfits, then we're going to do a mood board. We're going to pull inspiration from Pinterest or Google or something or Instagram and create an aesthetic that they truly will get and understand.
I could never have that much headspace for what you do, particularly because I'm a ghost and therefore I have no physical organs. Just in case you didn't know. Now, Mr. the Makeup Artist, what has been your greatest professional achievement so far?
Actually, as recently I had it done recently was a photo shoot that I have the absolute pleasure of partaking in, based in Japan. So they hired out the photographer, the models, and myself locally here in Oahu. And it was a paid gig, and it's probably one of the highest paid gigs I ever had. It was at the beach. I had creative freedom to do what I want for hair and makeup and doing things that I love, and also getting paid more than what I get paid from a regular 9 to 5 job. That is goals.
Why did the vampire need to get their makeup on fleek? There's a lot at stake. What has been your biggest professional failure?
I can't think of one. And the reason why I can't think of a failure is because I view everything as a learning experience. So maybe at the moment where I'm like, oh my God, like I totally did her makeup wrong, or like me and the client were arguing about something. Actually, I would never argue. I would disagree. We're disagreeing about something, but never a failure. I feel like failure is just a viewpoint that we see negatively when, ironically enough, is actually a learning experience for all of us. Like we can learn from that moment. It's like, instead of saying like, oh my God, like I totally messed up this, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, it's more like, okay, we did that. I learned from that. Now I'm not going to repeat that again in the future or the near future. So it's almost like we're moving on, getting better at ourselves, our own crafts, our own life, pretty much.
Why are zombies always hired as makeup artists? Because they have to put on their face every morning. I understand your particular expertise is soft glam. Tell me, what does soft glam actually mean?
Soft glam is kind of like your natural makeup, or people what they naturally look like, but just a little bit elevated. So maybe we're having more smoother skin, more of a contour, more blush. We're doing minimal eye makeup. It's all about complexion. Complexion is probably one of the few things, actually, no, it's the only thing that people look at when you're meeting somebody new, is like they look at your face. And then they look at their eyebrows, and they'll work down your face from the eyes to the center of the face. So for me, it's all about focusing on complexion and making sure that it looks like a live Instagram filter, but in real life.
Have you done any Halloween makeup? Like mascara?
I mean, I have done Halloween makeup on myself, which is it's easy makeup in my opinion. And when I say easy, like I can bang out a skull within 45 minutes if I have to, like that right there.
Ah, there it is. Speaking of self-illustration, is it true you have 90 tattoos?
I think the most signature tattoo would be right over the kind of side of my neck. The quote that I have on there is, "This too shall pass."
Fascinating.
Other tattoos that I'm known for is pretty much my hand tattoos.
I see the hands, and peekaboo to you too.
These ones on my top of my hands, these were designed by actually, all of my tattoos are done by Tattoo Maisie. Insert Instagram handle right here.
Do you have any tattoos that tell you the temperature? A thermostat, if you will? Please, continue.
I have my Ganesh tattoo.
Oh,
Super nice. It's done in blue ink, and then the rest of it's done in black ink, which I like that whole ombre effect.
excellent, excellent, excellent. I absolutely love your drive and your passion. Keep up the great work.
Glad it's been viewed.
Trust me, of all beings, I know what it's like to not be seen. Anyway, thank you, Tyler the makeup artist, for shooting the sheet with me today. My friends, I must ghost you for now. Until next time, goodbye.